breakaway, showtime, he scores!
Here's Zubov with the shot, he scores! And it's a series sweep for the Dallas Stars.
It's Mike Modano, and the Dallas Stars win in overtime.
Dallas Stars, they will go to the Stanley Cup Finals as they beat Colorado 4-1.
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. Never cared for what they say. Never cared for games they play. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. And
Score! Yeah! They won the Stanley Cup! Deep in the heart of Texas, the Stars are shining!
Awesome. 1-0 team, baby. 1-0 team. Hey! Woo! Oh, I love you, baby. You're the best.
This is the most revered trophy and the toughest to win in all sports. I'm proud to present it to the captain of the Dallas Stars, Darian Hatcher.
so close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. No, nothing else matters.
Heading for home, the sun will set on the Western Conference Championship in Dallas, Texas tonight. The Stars and Colorado Avalanche tied at 3. They stage one final reunion at this rink. It's 100 degrees in Dallas, Texas today, 115 with the humidity, but every player in this rink is on the hot seat tonight. They have a chance at the Stanley Cup Championship final.
Nieuwendyk picks it up. Nieuwendyk in. Nieuwendyk center shot. Score!
Jamie Lagenbrother! There's Verbeek centering it loose. Puck Keane scores! Mike Keane!
Forsberg looking for the angle. Forsberg wrap around on Belfour. Made the save. Eddie Belfour.
And this place will again respond to a brilliant period by Ed Belfour. It's a 2-on-1. Keane and Verbeek moving in. Mike Keane scores! The Stars are just running away with this. Everybody on their feet in Dallas. It'll be the Sabre dance and the Texas two-step in the 99 Stanley Cup Final. And it's bedlam before this sellout crowd at Reunion Arena. And the fans chanting, "We want the cup." President's Trophy winners, now Clarence Campbell Bowl winners, headed to the Stanley Cup.
In future years, the record books will indicate a 4-1 win for the Dallas Stars in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. But for the players, the coaches, and especially the fans, it was a celebration. A celebration of a 6-year journey that had taken the Stars from a sports novelty into the heart of a city. 4 nights later, the team would continue its quest for the Stanley Cup as the Buffalo Sabres came to town. But this was a night for celebration and reflection. How a struggling franchise 6 years earlier moved deep into the heart of Texas, and no one would have imagined this possible.
Good evening. The National Hockey League is thrilled to be in Dallas, Texas.
On October 5th, 1993, the Dallas Stars played their first regular season game in front of a sold-out crowd at Reunion Arena. A sellout for opening night is nothing remarkable. It was, however, something the team was not used to the previous year when the franchise was based in Minnesota.
Maybe the only fan left, a mannequin.
After 26 seasons, the Stars' time in Minnesota was done, and it was time to find a new home.
We have authorized the city manager to enter into a letter of agreement to welcome the North Stars to Dallas as a National Hockey League franchise in Dallas.
They were headed south to a new state, a new city, and an uncertain reception.
Well, when we first got down there, it was really weird going to a hockey game in a pair of shorts. There's no doubt about that. We went from a climate change from minus 30 degrees to plus 90 in one season, and we weren't the head of the town when we first got there. There was the Dallas Cowboys, the Texas Rangers, and we were doing all we could, and we were getting a little page in the last paragraph of the sports page.
Ladies and gentlemen, the National Hockey League has come to the southwestern part of the United States. Folks, we greet you from Dallas, Texas, where tonight the Detroit Red Wings join in to make hockey history playing the Dallas Stars.
Caught the shot, and another save, and another rebound, and a goal scored by Dallas. The very first Dallas Stars goal. Now it's chased into the corner. Puck centered out, from the backfield shot, and a goal!
The Stars made opening night a success, defeating Detroit 6-4, and they carried that success throughout the year. By season's end, the team finished 13 games above 500 and recorded a first-round playoff sweep of the St. Louis Blues. More importantly, they were greeted with enthusiasm by fans who appreciated the team, even if they didn't fully understand the game.
The people that were transplants, we knew that they were going to be fans. It was the people that were the native Texans that we knew that we had to hit hard. And we kind of pitched the game to them at the beginning as football on skates. It's fast, it's hard hitting, and people like that here in Dallas.
But after the euphoria faded, so did the team's fortunes. Year 2 saw the Stars' record plummet.
Stars give it away and nearly put it in their own net.
As the 1996 season began, things only got worse. The team started poorly, and in the city, enthusiasm began to give way to indifference.
People over there kind of enjoy watching the game, but there was no emotion. So, you lose a game, and it was kind of, okay, we'll try to win the next one. And then you lose the next one, and then, it's kind of a ball rolling.
We watched the local news last night at 6 o'clock, about a 3.5-minute sportscast, and not one mention of a hockey game tonight.
They better get that fixed because, they covered everything from Tiddlywinks to, of course, the Dallas Cowboys, the big thing around here, but not a mention at all.
Halfway through a nightmare season, Bob Gainey removed himself as the Stars' head coach and promoted Ken Hitchcock to the job. The change didn't immediately pay off, and Dallas missed the playoffs for the first time since the move to Texas.
It's going to take time, and it's not going to be built overnight here, and it's not going to change overnight. We're going to have to make adjustments, and I'll tell you, nobody's going to make them for us, and nobody's going to come in and help us. We're going to have to do it ourselves.
The season had been unsuccessful. But behind the scenes, things were changing for the better. Local businessman Thomas Hicks had bought the team from Norm Green, and with an infusion of money, Bob Gainey quickly began to assemble a new cast of stars.
At the time I came, the team didn't make the playoffs the year before. They signed myself and Pat Verbeek, and then they just traded for Joe Nieuwendyk earlier in the year and Sergei Zubov.
With the revamped team, Hitchcock tried to mold Dallas into a ferocious, tight-checking unit. But to be successful, he had to convert the team's star.
We didn't want Mike so much to sacrifice his offense. What we wanted him to do was dig in the critical areas on the ice with the rest of us.
Since being drafted in 1988, Modano had been a dynamic offensive force.
Leads from Modano, moves in,
You pick it up behind the net, and all of a sudden you just watch him. He just, dangle through 5 guys, and all of a sudden, boom, the puck be in the net. But, he didn't always play the same, that hard all the time. He kind of took some time off.
He had slowly learned the value of strong defensive play under Bob Gainey, but with Hitchcock relentlessly driving him, Modano truly emerged.
It was a bit of a change to kind of understand what it really took to play good defense and good positional, and it took years to understand that.
What a monster defensive shift from Mike Modano.
Mike Modano's been all over the place, on the boards, doing the little things.
Mike Modano used to go around to get there. Now he goes through to get there.
He changed his attitude, and he became a strong two-way player because of it. It's a big reason why we're a good team now.
Fans here getting a little restless. Modano with a steal. He's in to left, and he scores! Group stick handling. Now to Messier. Modano with a steal, a shot, he scores!
With Modano spearheading a talented, tenacious group, Dallas was rapidly transformed into one of the league's best teams.
Oh, Shelona is rocked!
Here comes Nieuwendyk, working in front of us.
What a feed by Reed! Moving in left side, Hall, backhand scores!
This Dallas team have been great with this system. Great with this system.
And every year they added new pieces to the puzzle.
We'd say we need a grinding winger. Then we'll need a really strong checking centerman or an offensive defense. We knew that every year that someone would be coming in, that's what we needed.
Still, the Stars had some painful playoff lessons to learn. First at the hands of the Oilers.
And the nightmare for the Dallas Stars is complete. They lose.
And then the defending champs.
2 seconds, Detroit goes to the Stanley Cup final! The Stars might be done, but they are getting closer and closer every year. And rest assured, they will be back.
After their bitter defeat to the Red Wings in the Western Conference Final, Dallas spent their summer trying to forge a championship team through the free agent market.
It is a big day for the Stars. This year we had a long run in the playoffs, and we believe that we need to improve our goal scoring. And I think this afternoon we've done that.
I'd like to present Brett Hull and allow him to express himself to you as a new member of the Dallas Stars.
You know, I just want to win, and I know every guy on this team wants to win.
This guy is awesome. He's a guy that you need. Every team needs a guy like him.
To pick up a guy that can score you more than one and score on a constant basis was just a breath of fresh air for this hockey club.
Hull found the air thin in Vail, Colorado at the Stars training camp, but he quickly adapted to Hitchcock's defense-first philosophy.
He bought into the system, and I think you got to give players like that a lot of credit. I mean, he's a guy that probably never saw his end of the rink, for 10 years. And I mean, the guy scores 50 to 70 goals a year, and now all of a sudden he's counted on to play on Mike's line, which is an offensive line, but our top defensive checking line.
Hull and Modano seemed a perfect fit. With the final cog in place, the Dallas machine ran roughshod over the competition during the regular season.
And the Dallas Stars have come out on fire.
He's in, he scores! What a play!
What a rich shot.
Saved by Belfour! Modano to Hull, shoots, he scores! He fakes, he shoots, he scores! I mean, when you're hot, you're hot! He is clobbered by Ludwig. The Hull in front, he's in for a shot, he went too deep, he scores!
Oh, mercy!
What a play! Oh my goodness me!
The deflection, they score!
Larcenous! If you're wondering why the Dallas Stars are a favorite to take home the big silver chalice, you're seeing it now. They continue to win. Oh, robbed him! That slips into Modano! Oh, baby! Chicklets and giggles.
That's the #1 team in the National Hockey League. A textbook performance by Ken Hitchcock's team.
Not only does Ken Hitchcock coach by the books, he also takes lessons from them. A student of U.S. history, this Canadian-born Civil War buff has a passion for and participates in battle reenactments.
I use it in the terms of unifying our group. If we stay tight together, if we stay focused within our own group, and we are willing to sacrifice for each other off and on the ice, then good things can come.
Just take the puck, boys. Just take it and let's play.
He's tried to send that message to us. There's always little messages on the board and around our locker room.
Get up, get up!
He's never played the game of hockey, but I think that's where he gets a lot of his adrenaline type of rushes.
I think the great NHL coach would be Robert Ely. He was a guy that could win any battle, any time, any terrain, and he didn't need to have the most amount of soldiers. The generals and the commanders of the armies expected a tremendous amount of commitment and sacrifice from their group. Their discipline and their firmness of command, their firmness of direction, really helped them in times of crisis. And that's what I take from my involvement.
He likes things perfect.
Got to take the middle away.
He expects the best out of everyone all the time.
You know, his foresight is that of a horse with blinders on. He has a decision, he sticks with it. And so in a way, yeah, I guess you could call him a general.
Dallas ended the regular season with the second straight President's Trophy and the confidence that no major changes were needed, unlike their two arch rivals, Colorado and Detroit.
You know, of course, when you hear names like Chelios and Wendell Clark, it really makes you think, boy, oh boy, Detroit really, they don't want to give this 2 in a row up. You know, we felt, I think management really made us feel comfortable over the fact that the chemistry here was first and foremost.
We didn't have any real vulnerabilities. We didn't have any weaknesses. We didn't have any injuries that we needed to be really addressed. And it allowed me to step back and just let things unfold.
That was definitely the message from our management, from Bob, was that, hey, you know, we got the team. You know, we put our team together in the summer. We've worked with the same guys all year. You know, we're in first place. We don't have to make any changes.
Our players had earned the right, based on their performance, to be a good team. We just felt strongly that we knew we had to add some pieces to it, but to overhaul it and change it and do everything, we felt that this team deserved the right to compete at the end of the season for the big prize.
The Stars embarked on their postseason journey against the Edmonton Oilers. Their quest for 16 playoff wins meant paying the price right from the start.
No secret about Edmonton's game plan. They want to rough up this Dallas team, and the Dallas Stars have accepted that challenge and said, whatever game you want to play, bring it on.
To Reed, to Carbonell, a shot, he scores! Langenbutter in, cutting to the slot, backhand shot, he scores!
The Dallas Stars are turning it on.
The Dallas locomotive gathered steam as they tried to make short work of the pesky Oilers.
Edmonton, you know they're not going to quit. For Dallas, they have to finish Edmonton off because you can't give them any life.
Benoit picking it up to Zubov, a shot, they score! Joe Nieuwendyk! And the Dallas Stars have ended the longest game in franchise history by eliminating the Edmonton Oilers.
The St. Louis Blues seem destined to become the Stars' next victim in round 2.
Now here they come. Nieuwendyk cutting in. Wrist shot, save, rebound, score! After beat. Here's Conroy breaking away. Short-handed for the lead. Belfour the save. Right wing pass, Nieuwendyk in. Right circle, and Johnny scores! That's it! Joe Nieuwendyk, second overtime winner of the postseason, and the Stars have a 2-0 command of this playoff series.
Games 1 and 2, we kind of jumped on them right away and took advantage. And I don't know if we thought in game 3 and 4 that would be easy, but it definitely wasn't.
When the scene shifted to St. Louis, the Blues stole the momentum, and Dallas saw their playoff winning streak come to a screeching halt.
Picked up by Dimitra. Here's Hick going to the net, he scores! Here's Portnoy. It's all over! The Blues win! And the Blues are back in this series.
They outworked us in Game 3, St. Louis. We knew we weren't going to win them all anyways, but I mean, you certainly have to put your best game on the ice every night in order to win, and if you don't, we could be watching ourselves sit on the sidelines again like we did last year, and we certainly didn't want that.
Game 4 was another tightly fought battle. For the third straight contest, they needed sudden death to decide a winner. Despite Dallas's best efforts, the Blues were one step ahead again.
Going into St. Louis, you know, everybody was pretty confident. And then when we did lose the 2 in St. Louis, I think that's where, you know, guys said, hey, you know, this is a long way to go yet. We're not even halfway.
For the first time in the postseason, the pressure was now on Dallas, and no one felt it more than Mike Modano, whose confidence was wavering in the intense heat of the playoffs. So he sought out the man who would help change his game, general manager Bob Gainey.
I believe at the time Mike was feeling the stress and the anxiety of being in a difficult series, which we were with St. Louis. I tried to make him change his focus from feeling that kind of pressure and that kind of weight to looking at the rewards that could be there when we succeeded.
To feel a lot of burden that was weighing down my shoulders, and mine was playing tricks on me, and you get into these situations, sometimes less is more, and you try too hard, you try to do things too much, and just talking with him, just kind of putting things in perspective, changing my mindset, and helped an awful lot.
In Game 5, a rejuvenated Modano got the Stars back on track.
Modano shorthanded with Letton, and the shot, he scores! Gary Letton, and the shorthanded goal.
Mike Modano certainly picked his game up and played very well.
Sador gives it to Modano up front, they score! Jamie Langenbrunner!
And the Dallas Stars, a power play goal, Langenbrunner to make it 2-0.
Dallas had regained the upper hand with a 3-1 win. Now facing elimination, the Blues responded with desperate intensity.
The St. Louis Blues start the period with a lot of confidence.
On the draw, they do keep in. McKinnis got a lane, lets it go, scores! Al McKinnis! And the Blues lead 1-0.
Dallas retaliated, making big plays at both ends of the ice in the third period.
Here's Turgeon racing. Turgeon rips one. White pad save. Up the rebound. Stopped by Eddie Balfour. And Scott Young on the doorstep. The save of the hockey game right there by the Eagle.
Both teams found themselves in familiar territory, sudden death overtime. One star made the difference.
Hall got it in onside. Left circle, cutting to his backhand. Threw it out front, now got it back. Now tried to jam it, Modano scores! That's it! The Stars are going to the Western Conference Finals. Brett Hull set up Mike Modano, and the Dallas Stars advance.
And we found a way to get a goal late in the game in Game 6 in St. Louis and then win it early in overtime. But we didn't outplay them. We were just hanging in there just like they were, and it was a tremendous, emotionally draining series because you never felt at any time you had control.
The second round proved unexpectedly difficult, and the Stars tapped all their resources to pull through. Craig Ludwig's friendship with Vinnie Paul, drummer for the Dallas-based rock band Pantera, was instrumental to the cause.
This is the new theme song for the Stars.
What happened? Why is the song part of really the culture of the Dallas Stars in the playoffs?
Well, we were out playing golf, me and Luds and a couple of the other guys, and he's like, man, kind of tired of that song we've been skating to, man. You and Dime ought to throw something together. You think you could do it? And I said, well, thanks for asking me. You're playing Edmonton tomorrow night, first game of the first round. He goes, yeah, but can you do it? And I said, well, let's finish playing and let me go to the studio and see what we can come up with. So got it to him early the next morning. Went to the game the next night. Did get to talk to him before that. And bam, that was the first thing I heard when I walked in the arena. And it blew me away, and they've been playing it ever since.
The best story is Game 6 in St. Louis.
Absolutely.
Tell me that story.
I'm working on the new Pantera record right now, and those two road games we were in the studio, and Craig calls me up and he goes, well, you know what? The guys just reminded me we're 5-0 to that song. I said, yeah? Well, can you get me a copy? I said, there's no way they're going to play that at St. Louis. They're not going to play that at the arena. And he goes, no, dummy, we want it for the dressing room, for the locker room.
He actually took the thing, got it on a plane, flew it in, it got stuck in a storm. It was supposed to be there before the game. We were going to play it in warm-up.
They're supposed to get it at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. There was really bad thunderstorms and everything. So I'm back down at the studio. We're watching the game. We're playing. Ralph and Razor start talking about the Pantera song and that the guys had it specially shipped in and all this. I'm like, cool, they got it,
Didn't get there for warm-up, wasn't there for the first, second, or third. Right as we were coming off the ice at the end of the third period, it made it. So we put it on the box just before we went out into OT, and we ended up scoring.
Phone rings about 20 minutes later, and it's Craig, and he goes, hey, you know when that song got here? And I said, oh, probably around 4 or 5 like it was supposed to. And he goes, nope. They handed it to me right before the overtime period. I walked up to Eddie and said, do you mind if I put this on? Don't want to blow your concentration. Eddie said, fire it up. We put it on right there. As we walked out, it was on 10. Everybody was high-fiving. We went out and won the game 3 minutes later.
All over in St. Louis.
That's a true story. Bam.
Dallas had made it through to the conference finals for the second straight year. But in their path stood the Colorado Avalanche, a foe who would test every single star to his limit.
Colorado just defeated the two-time Stanley Cup champs, and they were on a roll. They've got such great offense with Forsberg and Sakic and Fleury and Oslund, and of course having Patrick Waugh, that brings that mystique of him. So, we realized we were up for a great series and a great challenge.
These two teams have never met in the playoffs before in their franchise histories. Both coaches said we're going to see a tough, bruising series early on.
Just two great teams really battling it out. We knew it was going to be a war.
Ready to go. Game 1. 4 teams left. This is for the right to go to the Stanley Cup Finals.
From the start, Dallas tried to slow down the explosive Avalanche.
No doubt the Stars have come out hitting it with every
Dallas attacked with reckless abandon, and midway through the first, it paid off.
Dono on him. In front. Score! They turned it over! Bravo! 1-0 Stars!
But Colorado stormed back.
One-time save, Belfort. Score! You tied up, turn around. Forsberg shot. Hit that deflected. Rebound shot. Score! And the Colorado Avalanche have won Game 1.
Colorado is on a roll, 5 wins in a row this postseason. Now it's up to Dallas, the number 1 seed, to try and stop the Avalanche.
The Stars would need a balanced attack to even the series.
Inside Reed scores! Dave Reed! Second with Kaminsky. Second holding drop shot. Save made on Hayduk. Made on Hayduk. Robbed by Eddie Belfort. Mike Modano the other way leaves it. Zuma! You want to play run and gun? The Dallas Stars are saying, okay, we'll play run and gun. Shot, deflected, score! Short, no!
Tied at 1, the battle moved to Colorado, where it was the Eagles' time to soar.
Front, Denmark's overskated. Debris shot wide. Rebound with a save, Eddie Belfort. And Hatcher swept that, couldn't get it. Center shot, Belfort. Ozolich, a huge save. A little room. Fleury a shot, saved by Belfort. Fleury a chance. Eddie Belfort got over again. Well, I'll tell you what, this is an absolute clinic.
With Belfort keeping the Avs at bay, Dallas turned offensive.
Reed at center ice took the hit to make the play. Nieuwendyk is in. Left circle, the Langenbrunner, a shot, he scores! And the Stars have a 2-0 lead.
Reed in. Reed waiting, shot, and score! What a play by Dave Reed! This game is history. A 3-0 victory. Eddie Belfort gets the shutout.
In Game 4, the Stars found themselves down 2 goals early, but they remained determined.
Picked away from Sylvain Lefebvre. Oh, a blast! Score! Bravo! He found room, and this game is tied at 2.
An overtime goal would give Dallas a commanding series lead, but it was not to be.
Dropped it! Shot through! Score! 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 Destroy the rookie! The Avs win it in overtime!
We got what we came for. It's a best of 3. 2 of the games are on our ice. Should be some real good hockey. I mean, this is just a great series.
Back home, Game 5 was a pivotal contest, one that would determine control of the series.
Hall moves in,
The Stars gained the lead, but they were never in control.
Kaminsky, Denmark, shot, scores! A power play goal by Adam Denmark. Here's Forsberg again, working it, Benedict Cross, score! Kaminsky, 5-3, Colorado. And Dallas has not found the defense that carried them through the regular season. The Colorado Avalanche put 7 on the board and win 7-5.
We were all devastated losing 7-5, and we all, said to each other, when's the last time we gave up 7 goals? And I couldn't remember. No one could. And I don't think we did all season long.
Colorado just looked like the hungrier team.
Sitting around after the game, it was It was tough to take. It was very, very tough.
And now the two-time President Trophy champions are on the ropes.
After that game, we had a meeting and said if we don't get together and play our game, we're not going to win this series.
Mike Keane stepped up, and Carbonneau, and Ludwig, all the guys that are veterans who have been there a lot of times, and they, just said, let's just settle down and get the game back to where it was, a few weeks ago, where we were just playing defensive hockey and get back to that game where we're going to win 1-0.
The Dallas Stars have been the best team in the National Hockey League regular season for the last 2 years. Last year, it was Detroit, 4-2 conference finals. If they lose tonight, it'll happen to them again against the Avs.
But as Game 6 began, Colorado retained the momentum. Claude Lemieux's goal sent the Stars into the dressing room just 2 periods away from yet another playoff disappointment.
Well, we have guys in the room that have been through everything. They've won Stanley Cups. We have guys that have lost Stanley Cups. I mean, we have guys in that room right now that have been through every situation you could think of, and that came into play a lot.
At the start of the second period, Dallas desperately needed to respond.
Lodano turns it back to the forehand side on top. One-timer, Zubov hit the blocker, rebound, score! Gary left it! The man they needed to get going did not have a goal in the last 6 games. Has tied this one at 1.
And the Dallas Stars have come out like a pack of wolves here in the second period.
And in the third, both teams relentlessly pursued the lead.
Put away Langenbrunner! Forsberg to Theo Fleury. Fleury the wrister save! And Belfour. And he got hit and knocked down after the whistle by Claude Lemieux.
Belfour had given Dallas a crucial power play, and a young star cashed in on a legend.
That's what our team's been doing all year. In the biggest games, we seem to step up and play our best, and I think that's a tribute to all of our leaders and the guys on our team.
Dallas had wrestled the lead from Colorado, and they would never relinquish it.
Sador, the tip. Patrick Wild, one-sided rebound, score! The Dallas Stars have taken a 2-goal lead, and Langenbrunner has got another one. And it quiets the house in Denver. Shot, Melnichuk scores! Right off the face-off! And the Stars have taken a 4-1 lead.
And it's unraveling here in the third period in Denver.
I think Game 6 in Colorado, to me, was the defining moment of this franchise.
This one is in the books, and it's going to be a Game 7.
We righted a ship in a very short period of time and came back and played our game in Game 6, and our players deserve a tremendous amount of credit for that.
The Stars had passed their ultimate test in Colorado, and back home, they scored the franchise's greatest triumph.
10 seconds remaining, a Game 7 that has been dominated by the Dallas Stars. They will go to the Stanley Cup Finals as they beat Colorado 4-1.
Well, this team really saved their best demonstration of their game for the right time.
It was just a real sense of confidence knowing that we beat them in Game 6 and we could come home and do it again. And with our fans supporting us, we knew, that's going to be the difference.
And in goal tonight for Dallas, number 20, Eddie the Eagle Belfour.
Every Canadian boy that's played hockey, plays for the Stanley Cup, from the time he puts his first pair of skates on.
They call him the Eagle, and for 10 seasons, Eddie Belfour has soared to the top of his profession. His resume includes 2 Vezina trophies, Rookie of the Year honors, and 5 All-Star appearances. Now Belfour's dreams were 4 wins away from becoming reality.
I've been working so hard for it forever, it seems like.
In constant pursuit of his dream, this Eagle sensed that the team in front of him presented his best chance at a championship.
Going into the playoffs, we knew, we had a real good team. We knew, it was going to be a lot of bumps along the road, but the guys were confident and knew what we could do for sure. But in no way did we think it was going to be easy.
In fact, it couldn't be any tougher. On the road to the finals, he would have to outperform both a legend and an idol.
Grant Fuhr was, one of the goaltenders I looked up to when I was younger. He was like one of my heroes. So looking down at the other end and knowing that I was going to play against Grant Fuhr, it was a huge challenge and a great opportunity, and also a great feeling knowing that we did beat him.
One man that has something to prove is Eddie Belfour, because he has never won the big one, never won the Stanley Cup. And to do that, Eddie Belfour is going to have to come through the best money goaler in the game today. That's Patrick Roy.
Belfour he's zoned. Everybody talked about Patrick Roy being in the zone. How about this guy?
Patrick and I have always had real good competition, playing against one another. I think it brings the best out in both of us. Definitely a great feeling, beating one of the best goaltenders ever to play. And knowing that we won gave me more confidence going into the final.
All the pressure in the world tonight has to be on Eddie Belfour. He beat Grant Fuhr. He beat Patrick Roy. That ought to be enough, but now he's got Dominik Hasek.
Him being, the best goaltender in the world, and anytime you see a team on a roll like that, you're like, geez, it's going to be tough, you never know. And, whenever you hear all that, it motivates you, but it's going to be a huge challenge.
This was Belfour's second trip to the finals, and standing in his way was former backup Dominik Hasek. In the 7 years since they were teammates, Hasek had become hockey's premier player.
We're talking about Dominik Hasek, Mike. You talk about a resume that's got everything but the Stanley Cup. He's been the league MVP twice. He's won world championships. He's won a gold medal at the Olympics, but he has never won the Stanley Cup, and he's on a mission.
With his mission three-quarters complete, Hasek marched confidently into the Stanley Cup finals. But folks from the Lone Star State don't scare easy.
We're going to put the Stanley Cup in the Alamo and dare any Yankee to come down here and take it.
I'm Cup crazy! Wow! This is the man of the hour. Yes, the man of the hour, Eddie Belfour.
So the last leg on that long, hard road to the Stanley Cup begins here tonight in Dallas.
For the first time in history, either the Buffalo Sabres or the Dallas Stars will be Stanley Cup champions.
Although these teams hardly knew each other, they made up for lost time.
But if you want to win the Stanley Cup, then you got to pay the price. And we've seen some big-time hits in this game.
But Buffalo lost their discipline, and the Dallas power play went to work.
Dallas with the heat on here. Back to Modano. Here another drive.
He got loose and dragged that sledgehammer right through Dominik Hasek.
Hasek would not be so generous from then on, stifling Dallas on 8 straight power plays.
Hey!
Frustration set in, and Buffalo began their comeback.
Here's in front of the shot, they score! Stu Barnes!
Shipnick again, he's covered, but he shoots it anyway. Rebound, score!
Wayne Primo, top shelf where Bubba hides the cookies, and Buffalo takes the lead on the power play.
Despite leading for 2 periods, Dallas had let the game slip away. If they were going to come back, Belfour could be nothing less than perfect.
Pass broken up, Curtis Brown, he's got a man, Sanderson, breakaways, save! And Eddie Belfour keeps his team alive with a stick glove save.
With time running out, Hitchcock played a final card.
Hey, come on, boys, come on! Here we go!
Well, that's going to be a hell of a finish.
Letton dropped it back in deep. Pekka lost the center, he passes it, they score!
Yuri Letton has tied it for Dallas with 48.3 seconds to go.
It looked like the Stars' momentum might carry them to an overtime triumph.
Right in front of the net. Boy, that was nearly it right there.
The next trip down the ice, Buffalo staked their claim on the series.
Brown keeping it in. Got it in front. The score! Jason Woolley! The shot heard round the world!
Game 1 definitely solved any of the talk that was out there about whoever comes out of the West is going to walk.
The Stars were now walking a fine line between urgency and desperation.
Pressure's on Dallas here. Buffalo, I think, may be a little more relaxed. They know they can win on the road.
Sabres captain Mike Pekka helped the road team keep the momentum.
Back to Woolley. Slips one side of the net. Score! Michael Pekka! A power play goal for Buffalo. It is 1-0.
The Stars found themselves in a nasty situation, but they were well-versed in nasty.
And there's no doubt that Dallas is trying their best to knock Hasek right off his game.
And Hasek is away out of the net. And there's a penalty call.
You hear my whistle? Stay in your crease for your own good. Thank you.
The turmoil sparked all of Reunion Arena and fueled the Stars.
Wins the draw. Ludwig fired a shot. He scores! Ludwig! That shot had eyes. And the Stars have a 2-1 lead.
Two major setbacks took the wind out of Dallas's sails. First, Buffalo tied the game when Alexei Zhitnik fired home a rebound. And Dallas fans were even more concerned when this thunderous check knocked Modano out of the game.
And this has turned into a life and death struggle.
Battered but unbowed, the Stars' will remained intact.
Turns, backhander saved by Hasek. Good backhander through the screen by Yuri London. Puck behind the net. Licked up by Herkis. Out to home for a drive. He scores! Fred Hall blasts it by Dominic Hasek. And the Dallas Stars take a 3-2 lead.
Their all-world sniper delivered when it mattered most, and the Stars had survived Game 2. But as they readied for Game 3, the fate of their top player was uncertain.
You know, I jammed it pretty good and stretched some ligaments and did some bone damage, so it's going to be a little touch and go, but hopefully we can get around it.
On to Western New York, home of Niagara Falls, the shores of Lake Erie, and Marine Midland Arena. Sabre passion in Buffalo dates back to the early 70s.
Dallas may have won the Super Bowl, but they're never going to get the Stanley Cup, man.
If the Stars were to bring the cup home to Dallas, Mike Modano would be a key contributor. Fortunately for the Stars, they had two #1 centers. Modano now had the most scrutinized left hand in hockey, and he would test it in the first shift of Game 3.
There goes Modano. Shoots. Right on rebound. And Hasek makes 2 saves.
Any question about that left wrist? Well, he can shoot, and he had mustard on him.
That was the good news. Moments later, the bad.
And we understand Brett Hull is out of the game and is not coming back.
Another superstar down. And when Buffalo Stu Barnes opened the scoring, the Stars were once again in dire straits.
This is gut check time for this team and character check time.
Playing like a man possessed, Joe Nieuwendyk single-handedly put Dallas back on top.
Centering pass, Nieuwendyk, wait, shot, score!
What a brilliant play. A hard-working, brilliant play by Joe Nieuwendyk.
And he was made hungry by the fact he missed virtually all of the playoffs last year when he was injured in the first game.
Fired it up for Nieuwendyk. Scores! Joe Nieuwendyk.
This is how you beat a guy that is as good as Dominic Hasek. Hasek was going down on the play, and Nieuwendyk was going up with the puck.
Nieuwendyk's brilliance was too much for Buffalo in Game 3. The product of nearby Cornell University was making up for lost time.
I just felt confident in my mind that I could get back and play well and produce for this team, even having both knees done last summer. But I don't think anybody expects to be in this type of situation where you've gone through a long run and now you're have an opportunity to win a Stanley Cup. It's just been really a dream come true for me in the last 12 months.
The dream was still alive for Hasek and the Sabres, and Marine Midland was ablaze for Game 4.
Can you feel the heat, baby?
Jeff Sanderson fanned the flames.
Chance on the other side. No man's going to get him. Sanderson in. He scores!
Jeff Sanderson wound up the pink the shot, put the Eagle down, and Buffalo a 1-0 lead.
Jere Lehtinen put a damper on the festivities when he converted this slick feed from Modano.
What a goal by Jere Lehtinen on the power play to silence this crowd for now.
Like the previous 3 games, this was a tense affair where big checks and tough defense dominated play.
Hey, Pekka, hit somebody from the front.
Both teams pushed the envelope of legal hitting as the offense sputtered. Tight games like these usually turn on a mistake.
Hang on to these pucks.
And this was no exception.
Victory Sid Ward steals the puck, throws it in short side, and Buffalo regains the lead.
The Dallas breakdown put all the pressure on Belfour, who would now face the Sabres' toughest onslaught.
Right through the crease, rebound, what a save, Eddie Belfour made on Chapin.
I'm not sure I can believe what I just saw.
After weathering Buffalo's offensive storm, Dallas countered in the third.
You gotta lift it up a notch, boys.
Back the other way to Langenbrunner. His shot deflected, save, rebound, stop. Centering pass, out to the blue line. Oh, and it was deflected wide. Off the left knee of Cunneyworth.
The Stars never did drive home the equalizer, and the clock counted them out. 24 years after their last final, Buffalo found themselves tied at 2 games apiece.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the best of 3 Stanley Cup Finals.
Returning to Dallas for Game 5, Stars fans remained optimistic.
We want to go! We want to go! We want to go!
Sabres are going down.
There's no question. They're going to win. Who would even doubt it?
The Stars are going to shut them out tonight! Yeah!
Game 5 was a crucial contest, and everyone in the building knew it.
Here we go, Peter Marchand. Here we go, Hatch, man. Come on now.
Game 5, a lot of pressure on the Dallas Stars. They don't win here. They know they have to go to Buffalo and steal one away to get it back to reunion.
This time of the year, when you're 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup, the voyage is shorter, but the destination's still in doubt.
Here comes Game 5, the series. Oh, so close.
Have a good one. Yeah.
Both teams came out battling for control. With defense setting the tone, neither team was able to generate a scoring chance.
Wait! Right there, get that!
Real cautious start for the 2 teams here in Game 5. Rasmussen ran into Sador. Good stiff hit.
Try the tempo up here, let's go!
At the urging of their coach, Buffalo mounted an attack.
Behind by Cunneyworth, centering pass by Ross, and taking a backhander, and a sprawling block. Made in front by Matvichuk.
Just over 7 minutes in, Buffalo's been the better team.
Thrown to the side of the net, and a shot by Chapin. Sealed and held by Belfour.
There goes Woolley. He takes a quick shot. Rebound right there.
Patrick shoots one, and a save made by Belfour. Alvarado spun one on the Belfour.
Sabres attacking again, relentlessly.
To me, Belfour's been the best star here in the first period. He's been terrific.
Having withstood the Sabres' charge, the Stars took to the offensive.
Dallas pressuring now, going for the first goal here.
As the first period ended, Hitchcock's troops were charging hard, and into the second, the chances continued. Camped in front of Hasek, Langenbrunner drew Dallas's first power play. The Stars were gaining momentum, and with the man advantage, it was their mighty Mo who came up big.
Modano comes in. Nice play. Sador scores! Sador, 1-0.
Now Sador's going to come down right over here, and he slips right into the wide open and sticks it up high over Hasek. High, remember that. That is supposed to be Hasek's weakness. And that was a perfectly executed shot.
Now with the lead, Dallas applied the pressure all game long.
Dallas trying to make it 2-0. Down comes Dallas. Modano dropped it. Verbeek cutting in. Modano right in. And it's stopped.
Hasek had made a stand, and in the middle of the third, Buffalo made one last charge.
Just sit back, Brock. Go at him. There we go. Gotta go after him.
McKee for the shot. Good save by Belfour. His best save of the game.
Belfour, flawless so far. Still 1-0.
They fire it across to Patrick. A drive. Tip just wide. Belfour on all fours is able to pin it to the ice.
Keep pushing, boys. Keep pushing here, White. Come on, boys. Keep it up, huh?
The Buffalo Sabres are coming at him a little bit in the last 3 or 4 minutes. They are gambling, and the Dallas strategy will be keep chipping it out into center ice and hope for a 2-on-1.
Finish it here, boys.
Shitnik trying to tee it up. Modano coming out on it. Took the puck away and kicks it ahead.
Here comes Matvichuk and Verbeek, a 2-on-1. Matvichuk into Verbeek, fake, shoots, scores! And Mike Modano made it all happen. A great three-way play, and the Stars have a 2-0 lead.
The game is over.
And we go to game 6. And it will be the first time in these 99 playoffs that the Buffalo Sabres are facing elimination if they lose.
Dallas was now on the brink of its first Stanley Cup, but they realized their toughest battle was yet to come.
Anytime you don't have 4 wins, you haven't won. So I think everyone realizes how important the next game is. They'll play well, we'll play well. So this is the fun part.
The Cup is in the house. If the Cup's going to leave here tonight, only Dallas can take it home as champion. A Buffalo win will send it to a Game 7. For Dallas to do it, they've got to eke out yet another win because all of them, for either team, have had to come the hard way.
This is going to be a dynamite game, boy. It's like a heavyweight championship fight. They've battled hard for 2 months now, and they want this so bad they can taste it.
And as Game 6 got underway, Dallas proved just how thirsty they were.
Play the game, boys.
Oh, coming right in a goal, and he stopped.
In, shot, another big save.
Keep battling!
There's nothing conservative about Dallas's approach. I mean, they want to get this thing done.
Hasek had an answer for every Dallas shot until an innocent-looking rush produced the game's first goal.
Clinton trying to attack, a shot, he scores!
Huge goal for the Dallas Stars as Dominic Hasek thought the puck had gone behind the net. Instead, it had gone behind him.
Although Hasek had surrendered an uncharacteristic goal, Buffalo couldn't afford to dwell on it. And when period 2 began, the Sabres were desperate to keep their Stanley Cup dreams alive.
Go, go, go!
Again, chance. Save Belfort in front shot. Belfort, oh, what a save!
Buffalo's coming and coming and coming.
Come on, boys, back in there in here. Last 5, forward!
Despite pleas from the bench, Dallas couldn't prevent Buffalo from peppering Ed Belfour.
Boy, the Sabres have done everything but get it by him. Are they playing with some kind of desperation right now? Shot on the line. If Eddie Belfort falters once, this game is tied.
Remo trying to move it in. Did. Shot, score! Sports! Turns it up! We'll go to the third period in Game 6. Tied at 1-1. Gotta love this one. And the heat and the tension are on. Third period, 1-1.
Well, the table is set for somebody on one of these teams to be a hero.
Are you ready?
I'll tell you, this is going to be some period.
After 5 games and 2 periods, the battle for Lord Stanley was deadlocked. And although regulation drew to a close, this game, this night, was far from over.
At both ends, the goaltenders answer the call.
Game 6 will go to overtime as the Buffalo Sabres and the Dallas Stars continue this tenacious battle.
It's all going to come down to one shot, one scoring chance, perhaps one mistake to decide this game and perhaps ultimately who the Stanley Cup champion will be.
Right away, boys! Big one! Beat him!
He's in. Let's stop.
All the chances.
It's coming!
Drop back shot. It's loose. Eddie Belfort. How did he get that?
Breathtaking save by Eddie Belfort.
Play with confidence here!
Here's Reed. Shot blocked. Another one coming. And that's blocked. Hasek is down. Well, the goaltending just won't let up. Magnificent at both ends.
We go to a double overtime.
This marathon tested the will of every person in the building. And as Saturday night turned into Sunday morning, both teams now battled exhaustion and each other.
Get up, boys! Head away! Green! Boys, in!
That was down. Rebound for B. Rebound covered. Oh, man. She'll get it. Shot. Save made by Eddie Belfort.
Work your team, boys! They're tired!
Back to the point. John Patrick.
An inch lower, and there'd be a 7th game.
We gotta find a way to get out!
Modano dropped it near side. Center. Blocked. Dominic Hasek.
I wish somebody to end the suspense here. Man. 2 bags of IV, I'm ready to go.
Turning for inside, shot, save, and he fell for.
He has got the force field up, and it is working, and it is solid.
I kept telling myself, hey, the Cup's in the building. And, you know, just stay strong, keep making the saves. I just thought, you know, those guys are going to score. I know they're going to score. Just kept telling myself they're going to score, you know, hang in there.
Having played nearly 2 full games in one night, it seemed Game 6 would never end.
Both goalies have been terrific. Both teams are giving it everything they've got, and both teams are exhausted.
Dallas, you know out there what each player keeps saying to himself. It's for the Cup, it's for the Cup, it's for the Cup. Right here, right now.
Let's Hully. Right here. Come on, boys. Wear them down.
Brett Hull plays a little more. He's not 100%. He's got a big brace on his leg, but he's got the hands and the shot that could end any game.
Comes Hull. Look out. Hull blocked. Hull trying to push it back.
There's something extra that pushes an athlete at this point of a contest. You just think the way this series has gone that it's going to be an extraordinary effort that's going to end this game.
Stars just by Hull. Shot. Hull looks by. Score. The Dallas Stars. Brett Hull. They've won the Stanley Cup. Deep in the heart of Texas, the Stars are shining.
What an amazing finish to an incredible hockey game.
Here, man. Thanks for everything, baby.
The Dallas Stars, Stanley Cup champions.
I love you, baby. You're the best.
Overtime game winner. Say something. Put it into some kind of words.
Honestly, you know, it's been a long time for me, and it's been a dream. And I think every kid, you know, and I consider myself a kid right now. You dream of getting that goal in overtime, and it's the greatest feeling ever. And very proud to be an NHL player and a Dallas Star right now.
Joe Nieuwendyk, the Conn Smythe Trophy winner for 1999.
This is the most revered trophy and the toughest to win in all sports. I'm proud to present it to the captain of the Dallas Stars, Darian Hyatt.
And now, you skate the Cup. And boy, there's probably just enough left in those Dallas Stars' legs to do it.
I don't know, the energy kind of comes down through your hands from the cup.
Talk about what looks like a genius move. Picking up Brett Hull, believing he was going to be the missing link. And lo and behold, triple overtime, he gets the game-winning goal.
The naysayers are now silenced. I always felt Eddie Belfour was capable of winning a Stanley Cup, but he had to get by Grant Fuhr, Patrick Roy, and Dominik Hasek to get his Stanley Cup, and boy, did he earn it.
There they are, the 1999 Stanley Cup champion Dallas Stars.